This one here's for my old man, who taught me to be patient, but want more than I have. So many lessons he has shown.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. So I wanted to put together a video for you guys because I've been looking through a lot of comments and I noticed a lot of people have been requesting a makeup look for someone with smaller eyes or more hooded eyes. And I know I do have pretty large eyes, so a lot of my looks maybe are harder to follow along with because it can't really come out the same way. So I wanted to go step by step and show you my technique for performing a makeup look on someone with smaller eyes. As you guys probably know, I did do a lot of freelance work for the past 3 or 4 years. So I have had all types of clients. I've had Asian clients who had really hooded eyes, and I've had people with smaller hooded eyes. I also had people with huge eyes. So for every type of eye, there are different techniques that you would want to follow. So if you guys want to learn how to get this summer smoky eye, then please keep watching. And for anyone who doesn't have the smaller eyes, you still can follow along and you could still do the same look, and you can either follow my techniques, because as you can see it does look pretty on someone with bigger eyes, or you can do the same techniques that I've used in basically all of my previous videos. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you soon. To prime my eyes, I'm just going to be taking a little bit of concealer and applying it all over my eyelid. You can use an actual eyeshadow base, but I always just use my concealer because it's easier. So mixing these two light pink colors, I'm going to be applying this right on my eyelid, underneath my brow, and also in my tear duct. So when you have smaller or hooded eyes, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do too much work on your eyelid, because when you look straight ahead, really all you're going to see are the lashes and maybe a little bit of your eyelids. So I just like doing just a little bit of a highlight more in the inner part of the eye, and then I would recommend doing the darker parts on the outer part of your lid, and you're going to start with your lid and you're going to start blending it upwards. So using this dark gray color, I'm going to again start right by my lash line and I'm going to drag it upwards. When you're doing your makeup, it is a lot easier if you're looking straight on into a mirror. Since I am trying to film this, I don't want to look straight ahead because my mirror will be blocking the camera. So again, when you are doing this, it does help a lot if you're looking directly in. That way you can see really what parts of your eye is going to be showing and what parts are going to be covered by the skin that's a little hooded or something like that. Take the dark color and start right at the bottom of your eyelid. You're going to very lightly drag this color into about the center of your eyelid, and later on we're going to take a blending brush and blend the colors together better. So one recommendation I have if you do have hooded eyes is to take whatever your shadow color is and kind of drag it out towards your eyebrow. This is going to extend your eye, making it appear longer, and since you don't really have the crease like I have, like right here, that will be seen when you're looking straight ahead, it kind of gives you your own crease and it gives it more shadow, more depth. So you're just going to take up a little bit of that same color on a blending brush, and this one's really fluffy, so it's not going to give any sharp lines. It's going to give it a nice smooth blended look, and I'm going to very lightly just drag that towards my eyebrow. And then what I'm going to do is I just take this lighter beige color and blend that all throughout to lighten it a bit. When you are achieving this look, you do want to make sure that your eyes and the motion of your shadow is going again in a diagonal line from the side of your eye up towards your eyebrow, because you don't want your eyes looking droopy. If you start the eyeshadow a little bit too far down, it'll make your whole eyes appear more droopy and it's not going to give you the look that you want. So again, you can either take a makeup wipe, you can use a foundation brush, or I just use my finger usually, and I just make sure it's a straight upwards diagonal line. So we're now going to take the darkest color and we're also going to be applying it with the same technique. We're going to be starting at the end of my eye, and you're going to again want to look straight into your mirror so you can follow your natural eye shape and just make sure it's shaded in all the right places. And we're just going to be starting right at the bottom and then just blending it upwards. So before I do any more techniques with the eyeshadow, I like doing my eyeliner and then applying my fake lashes, just because once the lashes and the eyeliner are on, it kind of gives you the more distinct shape of how your eye's going to look at the end. So instead of doing the whole eyes and applying it and then having to fix it, I just like doing this step next. So I'm just going to be using a liquid liner, and what you want to do is, if you have smaller or hooded eyes, I usually recommend to just do the outer corner of your eye just to add a little bit of a tail. And what this does is it'll extend your eye, making it look a little bit longer, a little bit larger, and you can do the full eye, but if you are going to do the full eye, I recommend just doing a very thin line when it gets closer to the inner part of your eye, because if it is too thick, it's going to absolutely make your eye look 100 times smaller. So when you're applying your eyeliner, it's so important to be looking straight ahead, because when you look down and if you want to apply a little bit of a wing and you look back up, it's going to be either lost in the crease or it could be a little bit crooked. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look straight into your mirror and line it up, and very slowly just kind of take your brush and slide it out. So like I said, I am looking down because I need the camera right in front of me, but I'm just going to be very slowly dragging out a line. You want to stay as close to your lash line as possible, and if you do have smaller eyes, you can see how I kind of just let it fade into my natural lash line and I didn't put any line in here. You can just leave it like that and then you'll apply the lashes, which will make them darker, or you can extend the line to the tear duct. Now when it comes to lashes, I think this is the most important step for someone with smaller eyes, because when you are looking straight ahead, usually you can only really see the liner, maybe a tiny bit of lid, and then the lashes are going to be what sticks out the most. So if you have smaller lashes and you haven't used false lashes, I do highly recommend trying them out. They're super fun, and once you put on mascara over them, they don't feel as heavy, so they do really open up your eyes. And there are different types. They have more dramatic ones, more natural ones. The ones I'm using are called Istanbul, and they're pretty natural looking, and I'm just going to be applying some glue and putting them right on my eyes. It's always so important to make sure the glue is just a little bit dry before you put it on, otherwise it'll be sliding all over the place. And that is the one thing that I realize is the biggest problem that most people have, is they put it on too early and then it's so hard to get in the right spot. But if you just wait till it's a little bit sticky, it'll just kind of plop right on and it'll be a lot easier to adjust. So then I'm going to be taking my mascara, my L'Oreal Telescopic, the one that I always use, and we're just going to put that right underneath the fake lashes, and it's going to help blend your real ones in with the false ones. So the inner part of your lower lash line you also want to make sure is the lightest part. So I'm going to take this pretty blue color and just apply it right under my lower lash line and stop about halfway through. And then we're going to take that same dark gray color and we're going to drag it in from the outer part of our eye. Once that's done, I'm just going to do one more coat of mascara on my lower lashes. So now that all that is done, you're just going to want to make sure everything's blended really nicely. I'll usually just take my blending brush and whatever's left on it, just kind of make sure everything's all blended nice. And you can go back to that darker color and again make sure your diagonal line is pretty significant, so that's going to really open up your eyes. So that is it for the eyes. I already do have my foundation, blush, lipstick on, but really quickly I'll show you what I use for the blush. I'm just taking this light pink color and I just smile and plop it on. Once I do that, I'll just blend it in right here so there's no sharp lines. And then for my lips, I actually mixed the lip tars that I had talked about in one of my other videos. I mixed the white, this like dark pink, and then this peachy color all together, and it gave me this pink that I have right now on my lips. So I love, for a lipstick, I love mixing all different kinds of things and seeing what comes out of it. You can even use eyeshadow with lip gloss over it to get the right color, so you don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on every color lipstick. That's just a little tip from me, but that is how I created my summer smoky look for someone with smaller or hooded eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon.
Though at times he broke my heart, we've shared a lot of things that help me feel much less alone. Especially when I fall apart, I know I'm still my father's son.